If you want the perfect yard or garden this year, now is the time to get some handiwork done.
That's right. Angela Kelly is getting tips from the experts at Green Bay Botanical Garden this morning. Good morning, Ange.
Hi, good morning, Pete and Rachel. Good morning, everybody. Right now we're talking about pruning or cutting your plants. And this is Mark Konlock. He's the Director of Horticulture here at the Green Bay Botanical Garden. Good morning.
Good morning.
So let me get this straight. Pruning helps your plants look better.
Yep.
And it controls how it grows.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
So right now we're going to start with what we don't want to prune or cut right now.
Yes. It's important not to go too crazy right away and start cutting all of your shrubs down, and all your trees, of course, too. But shrubs are some of the things we start to see flower early in the spring, like forsythia. We have a sample here, and a lilac. It's not blooming right now, but people are familiar with that. And also bridal wreath spirea. Plants that bloom in the early spring are plants you don't want to prune right now in general, because you'll be pruning away the flower buds, and that would destroy the whole reason that you probably grow the plant for the flowers.
These are the little flower buds.
Right, exactly. Right. So those are ones you want to wait on. There are some plants that you can start pruning though while you're doing your spring cleanup. For example, an Annabelle hydrangea. Plants that bloom on new wood produced this year are ones you can cut, and prune right now. Annabelle hydrangeas, we typically prune right to the ground with a hedge trimmer, and then they'll grow, 2 or 3, 4 feet and bloom. Something like a PG hydrangea is another plant that you can clean up. It blooms on new wood, and what you want to do is just clean off the old flower stalks by pruning to a nice, good, solid bud. When making your cut, you want to prune about 1/4 inch above the bud and at a slight angle. The thing about pruning, like you mentioned, is that it actually stimulates growth. So strangely enough, although you're removing plant parts, you're actually forcing the next 2 or 3 buds down the stem to grow. So that's something important to think about when pruning, because what you want to start out by doing is removing damaged wood. For example, a vole chewed on this and girdled this stem here, so it's not going to grow above there. So you might as well just cut that thing to the ground and get it out of the plant, clean it up.
What kind of plant is this? So this is something I could prune.
Yep, this is a calicanthus. It's kind of a strange plant that we have out here, but it's really underused and pretty neat because it flowers almost all season long. And you want to remove the old wood from something like this, or the dead wood from. So what I've done here is I've scraped it with my pruner to look for the live green cambium, and you can see here that it's actually brown and dead. So this whole branch could just be removed to kind of clean it up and let more air flow through the plant. If you want to look for something that's alive, you'll see that it's actually green like that. So if I scraped it and saw that stem had been green, I might have wanted to leave it on for the aesthetic look of the plant.
Well, as you can imagine, there are, a ton of different plants and shrubs that people have in their yards, and we can't cover it all in 2 minutes. But Mark has some great resources that he found online, videos that can actually show you how to prune, what to prune, and when, and we're going to get that on our website as soon as possible, fox11online.com. Do you guys have any questions back there?
Yep, I do. I have one. Evergreen shrubs, like my boxwood. Can I trim that now?
Rachel would like to know about her evergreen shrubs, like her boxwood. Could she trim that now?
Yeah, you can it depends, if it has winter damage, you can kind of prune some of that stuff out, and you can let the new growth come up and cover it as well. Evergreens in general, you want to wait, I think, a little bit longer, typically late spring, early summer, when then they'll start to grow actively, and kind of, that's the best time to do those. So you could wait a little bit. With our warm-up, people get anxious, but in general, you maybe want to wait a little for your evergreen pruning.
Okay.
You do it the same way, though. Prune it to a bud in the direction that you want growth to go.
Great. Good.
Thank you. That's all.
You're welcome. We'll see you guys later, okay?
Okay, I don't have any questions. My wife tells me what to do, and I just do it.
He is so
cut
smart.
that down.
Love it.
Smart
Love
man.
it.
Thanks, Ange.
Thanks,
See you later.